Hey guys, Don from Endpoint Automation Services here, bringing you another UiPath tutorial. So EAS is the UK's leading UiPath partner, and today we're bringing you a video that focuses on invoice processing within UiPath. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first and foremost, once you've loaded up UiPath, you need to ensure you have the following packages installed, specifically UiPath.documentunderstanding.ml.activities and UiPath.intelligent.ocr.activities, as well as the other usual suspects as well. Here is the invoice we'll be processing today. It's a pretty standard format, but we need to define UiPath the data that we want to extract from here. And to do that, start by clicking on the Taxonomy Manager tab up here. So within here, a taxonomy file can be created and edited, which is specific to your current automation project. Now this file will contain user-defined invoice document types sorted by groups and categories. So start by creating a group, which we will call test in this instance, and also a category. And then add a new document type. So the purposes of this, I'll just call it the name of the company involved. And now we need to start assigning some fields to this document type as well. And these need to correlate with what information we need from our invoice. So I'll do a few now and then whiz through the rest as well. So, vendor name. It's important also to get the type that correlates to the information you need as well. So in this instance, the vendor name would be text. Again, address. Now you're also able to add in information from invoice tables as well by using the tables type here and adding in the columns as required. Okay, so once the document type configuration is complete, click Save and close down Taxonomy Manager. So now that taxonomy has been stored, let's crack on with the flow. So we'll start with a sequence. And we'll drop in the load taxonomy activity here. Just create an output. Simply taxonomy will do. We will then grab an assign activity and create a new variable called docs, and we'll assign this to the location of the invoices that we'll be using. It's important just to ensure that the variable type is correct. In this case, it needs to be an array of a string. And there we go. We'll now add in a for each activity afterwards, just to allow us to cycle through multiple invoices if required. So for each doc in docs, we'll then drop in another assign activity here into the body. create a new variable called document name. Okay. Now we'll just drop in a write line activity, again just to help us monitor our progress as we go along. Good stuff. So now the invoice has been loaded in, we can now digitize them. Now to do that, we drag and drop in the Digitized Document activity. So our input will be doc. And then we'll create some variables for the outputs. So now we need to actually drop in our OCR engine here, and this is a tool that is going to be used to digitize the document. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be using Microsoft OCR, but any is fine. You can set your parameters over here on the side, so whichever suit you best. Now the invoice has been digitized, we can look towards extracting the data. So first we'll add another write line statement in. And then we will drag and drop the data extraction scope activity. We're just going along filling in the inputs with the variables that we've already made. Now this activity also requires the document type ID input, as you can see here. Now this can be found back within the Taxonomy Manager. If you click on the document type in question, you'll see here document type ID, so we'll copy this. And paste it in here like so. And then we'll create our output variable here. We then need to drag in our machine learning extractor activity. And we need to set the endpoint as follows. And then click on Get Capabilities. Now you'll also need to provide your personal document understanding API key, which you can find on the licenses tab on your UiPath portal. And we'll be pasting that into here. Once that's in, just click OK. We can now go ahead and configure our extractors. Just expand that out and expand the drop down here. So here we are matching our document fields to UiPath's predefined fields, as you can see in the drop downs here. And up here, you can also set the confidence level, whereby the robot will only extract the data if its confidence is higher than the threshold that you set here. So if you're happy with everything, we'll click Save. We now need to create some form of human verification. Now this will allow us to check the robot's quality of extraction and change any fields or input any data that the robot wasn't confident about. So to do so, we will drag in a try-catch activity. And within here, we will place the present validation station activity as well. We will set the exceptions down here. And set our inputs here. And finally, create a variable for our output. We are now ready to see this flow in action, so let's hit that play button. As you can see, the validation station has appeared, so we can now check the extraction results and make any changes as necessary. So off the bat, we can see the robot hasn't quite managed to define the whole address here, so we will update that accordingly. Okey-dokey. And that is that. Now in the next tutorial, I'll be showing how we can extract these human verified results and use them in other applications, as well as understanding how we program the robot to recognize different invoice formats and extract their data accordingly. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.